all males. Yeah, I mean this is fine to me. Although I think, yeah, I think BZ. One thing I would be maybe a little careful of is like if you return a reference to that thing. I'm pretty sure like I don't know if this will be a problem in 2 weeks, but right now I think this would be a security bug because people would be able to index into this array and withdraw from it. Um, but I think this gets solved in 2 weeks, and maybe instead of getting all males like in returning a reference like that, maybe instead you just return a array of the like you return a dictionary that maps the address to like the IDs of the NFT instead of like the NFTs themselves. Um, that way you prevent like anyone from accidentally withdrawing from this or something.
So instead, how would you write it?
Like I would write it as a reference from address to array of UN64s instead of this.
Oh,
Because right now, like I'm not, I have to think about how that works. But right now, I'm pretty sure if you return a reference to, hmm, I mean, I think like okay, so the reason I'm saying that is because like in normal NFT contracts, like you return a reference to a non-fungible token, and that's fine because you can just like read the like information of that NFT. But when you return the reference to the dictionary itself, you risk people being able to like withdraw NFTs from that dictionary because you're returning a reference to this like thing itself. So people could like withdraw an NFT from it and then just run away with it. So this to me is a bit
oh,
risky, but I would have to test to make sure that's actually a security leak. But to me, that this seems like a little strange. And plus, like
okay.
in reality, like you don't really want to be returning a either way, you don't really want to be returning an array of tokens. You really want to be returning an array of like their IDs because you don't actually care about the NFTs themselves. You care about their IDs. You know like which ones are actually in there. If self-type wallet does not equal nil, then return as yeah. See, this should be fine, but again, I don't think you really care about returning a array of tokens. I think you care about returning an array of the IDs. Create mail, wallet tokens, get IDs. If self-type equals
Oh yeah,
nil.
yeah. That one was maybe for like a future function in case. Right now, what I use to mostly is the create pack mail,
Mm-hmm.
the function underneath,
Yep.
because the other one was more in case for future NFTs that I would just be able to, you know, get like add in any NFT.
Mm-hmm.
But I use like this contract specifically for packs mostly, pack NFTs.
Okay. You create pack mail, so you pass in a bunch of NFTs. You say get their IDs. If equals nil, okay, yeah, that's good. If for each ID in the array of IDs, NFT will the borrow pack. If stock numbers that each that contains the stock number. What's the stock number?
Yeah, so the you remember the standard you basically always recommend, which is the ID of an NFT should usually be the UUID, right?
Mm-hmm.
The self UID.
Yeah.
For pack NFTs, because I implement the NFT standard.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that when you want to withdraw, you use the ID to withdraw.
Mm-hmm.
But when I create a pack and like want to withdraw it from the admin collection, I have no clue like what the UID is. Like, uh, so instead, I just create a stock number for myself, like a unique ID for each pack, uh, and then I just assign the NFT ID to the stock number. So I already know in advance, like, okay, which pack is it that I'm trying to like fetch, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, so the NFT stock number is basically also just the ID uh,
Okay.
of the NFT.
Let's see. So what's the point of? Oh, okay. Okay. I see. But is it possible for two packs to ever have the same stock number?
No, it shouldn't be possible because then I made something wrong, like in my behind the scenes.
Okay. Yeah. So this is just like an added check, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Okay.
so to make sure that I don't end up
Okay.
selling the same pack somehow, even though that shouldn't be possible.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. The stuff that mails that are penned. Yeah, I mean that should be fine. Yeah, all this looks fine to me actually. Yeah,
Oh,
I
cool.
think the only like again like I'm not 100% sure if this is a problem, but the only concern like I just see off the bat are these two. But I'm not again like I'm not sure if that is something that's bad, but I would maybe we look into it after.
Can you test it now, or are there
No,
anyone else who have questions?
no, I can't test it now because I know we have a bunch of other questions here, but I do want to test this on my own because I do want to know if this is a problem, but I mean yeah we could test it after if there's no other questions.
Cool.
But yeah, this looks good. So so WER says, "Hi, thanks for your boot camp. It was amazing. Thank you. Where can I continue to learn cadence? Maybe some DApp courses, workshops, or developer DAOs?" Yeah, that's a great question, WER. So where I would continue to learn cadence is I think yeah, so like obviously in Emerald City itself, we had that boot camp. This is for anyone that didn't participate, where people learned cadence, and that was sort of like an introduction to cadence. So we're currently in the process of developing like an advanced cadence course, but that probably won't be out for quite a bit. So the next step I would suggest is definitely like DApp development. Um, so in order to solve that, one thing we're actually developing here at Emerald City is a bunch of DApp tutorials for you all to use. And I think I showed a sneak peek of them during the town hall. But here, let me show a little sneak peek again for all you to see. So if we go to Emerald Academy and go to this PR, let's see. Let's go all the way down here. So let's actually view this deployment. Um, and this isn't officially live yet, but this is like sort of what it's going to look like, WER. So we're gonna have tutorials on the Academy site, like Hello World, Simple NFT, Simple Fungible Token, and Marketplace. And for each of these tutorials, it's gonna lead you through how to develop your own DApp. So it's gonna have you like clone some repository that gets you set up, and then do all these steps. And if you follow all these steps, you'll be able to basically create your own DApp. So all these things are gonna be very helpful for you to actually learn DApp development. And all of the stuff like sort of requires that previous cadence knowledge. So if you participated in our boot camp, you're gonna have a really good time with this because you're gonna understand most of the cadence code, and it'll teach you how to make your own DApp. So again, this isn't live yet, but what I'm thinking of doing is maybe sending this to a few people that want to test it, and so that way we can get feedback on what you liked about it and what you didn't like, and obviously for those of you that do test it, it'll help you get some DApp development knowledge. And in addition to that, I don't know how many of you follow my YouTube channel, but one thing that I did way back in the day was like this was a couple months ago, but I did like a learn cadence series. And this was back when the course in Emerald City didn't even exist, and then we made the course based on these videos. But very recently I'm doing a Learn FCL series. So there's actually a playlist called Learn FCL. Where is that? Right here. There's the Learn FCL series. So yeah, so there's like these two videos right here, and I'm gonna keep making these videos. And yeah, we're gonna make a course out of that as well. So that's a very long answer to that question. Oh, so sweet. Yeah. So can you put a link to your? Yeah, sure. I'll put a link to my YouTube channel. Exactly. Yeah, totally. So there's my YouTube channel right there. um. Yeah. Oh yeah. So Jaroon, it's actually funny you say that because so I'm actually working with Max to make videos for them. So these two videos right here, if you watch these videos, you'll notice they're actually just video formats of what Max made. So yeah, like if you like Max's tutorials, then you'll definitely like these videos too. And I think Max actually came out with 2 chapters recently, but I'm gonna stray a little bit from it. Actually, no, I think this is, what is this? Yeah, okay. So, like, for example, this is something that I probably won't cover because this is, like, just a little specific of a use case. But this is something probably gonna make a video on today, actually, to return, like, special things. Yeah. Cool. So let's see, what other questions do we have here? So WR, does that answer your question? And so W Falcon says, I'm happy to test. I will test too. Yay, that's awesome. Oh, thanks so much, Sharon. Okay, so all right, so who in here wants to? So how about this? I have an idea. How about a requirement to test is you have to have completed the boot camps. um, wait, where's that? Okay, here we go. Okay, cool. So what I'll do is, if you have completed the boot camp, I will send the tutorial to you and have you test it out. And we can go from there. W Falcon, I know you. Have you been? Actually, I guess I could ask you after. But how's the boot camp going for you? Raven with the smiley. And yeah, WR, I know you've completed it. I'm gonna give you the float after this one. Have you filled out the forum, WER? All right, so what other questions do we have here? So Baba says, as ETH in the token of Ethereum, is there a token on Flow blockchain? Yes, there is a token, and that is the Flow token. So we can actually look at Flow token price. And this is the current price of Flow token, LOL. But yeah, so this is the native token for the Flow blockchain.
The total supply is wrong though on that side on CoinMarketCap.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not 1.3 billion. It's more than 1.4 billion.
Oh, wow.
So the fully diluted market cap is not correct.
Wow.
It's yeah, scam.
Wow. Well, I know how to fix the price. Let me just fix it right now.
Yeah, I fixed it right there. Exactly.
All right. So now, oh my God! Wow, Flow is doing really well.
God, we're all rich now.
Wow, we're rich. We're all rich. Man, that would be that would be so awesome if I woke up tomorrow and Flow was at 100. All right. Cool. Yes, I am working for Decentology. But I guess I'll leave that to a separate topic since I don't want to crowd that in here. But yeah, that's a great question. How or where to get info about a marketplace? So you can always get info about it here. Unfortunately, it's not at 100. I was lying. But there are some marketplaces. Anyone have any ideas for some marketplaces? I know there's Gaia, right? Or Jaya, whatever it's called. And then there's also Blockdo Market or Blockdo Bay. Blockdo Bay. Oh no, that's not the right Gaia. Wow, there's a lot of Gaias.
Allora, ti chiamo al volo che faccio prima. Allora, la situazione.
Don't understand that. On Gaia.com. Okay. Oh la la. Here we go. So here's a marketplace for you on Gaia. All right. What are the questions we got in here? So Bruce says, okay. So best way to handle pack image. The idea would be user mint initial drop, but reveal is at a later date. Need to show package image, and then once date comes, reveal actual NFT artwork. Was thinking about doing off-chain. Okay, so best way to handle pack image. The idea would be user mints initial drop, but reveal is at a later date. Need to show package image.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you, Bruce.
Oh, okay, yeah, probably. I was just trying to type it. So what I'm trying to do here is basically they'll go and get their NFT, say on day one, kind of as a pre-drop. I want to have an image that just kind of is a static image that's kind of a template that everybody sees, and then say like 10 days later they do their reveal, and once they hit that reveal button, I need to replace that with the actual NFT. I was thinking about creating it off chain where they just create the static NFT image like in IPFS.
Yep.
And then once that date comes, then just kind of replace it with their original NFT. And just trying to figure out, is that the best way to handle it off chain, or should I create two IPF hashes in that ledger when I mint it?
Yeah, I would say It's a great question. I'd say a few things. One, like, while that is a possible solution, let me like, okay, yeah. So while that is like a possible solution, I think the problem you run into there is that people ask, well, if you can replace my image off chain, then why am I even buying this NFT, right? Because you could just like replace it with like an inappropriate picture at any point. So that's one risk you run, just from the user perspective. But it is like it is a good solution because obviously it allows you to change it. I think the way it's handled on Flow is maybe one of two ways. Either you expose like some sort of function that an admin can call to update like an IPFS link or something like that. But I think usually the most popular way this is done is you give someone like a voucher, and so someone buys like a voucher NFT, and then at a later point you airdrop that person their actual NFT, or you just have them like on a website somewhere. You walk them through a process where they run another transaction at some later date, and they swap their voucher for the actual NFT that they get. So that's the way that I would suggest. I'm not sure if that's like a possible way for you to do it, but I think a voucher system probably is best.
Okay. Okay. So basically, just okay. So when they do that first mint on day one, create that voucher that's in their collection, and then on like day 10, when they go to claim that voucher, then I just basically what I would remove the original voucher and then replace and create a new one in their collection,
Exactly.
or people. Okay.
Exactly. So in the contract where you're giving, you can do it two ways. Either in the transaction, you withdraw the NFT, you withdraw the voucher and destroy it, and then also deposit them the new one. Or like the more safe way to do this is you have someone set up their collection in that transaction, and then in the same transaction, you deposit the voucher to the contract, like inside their collection, and then their collection will say, "Hey, is this a real voucher? Like, is this a good one?" And then if it says yes, then it'll just mint them an NFT right in the contract.
Okay.
Så
Got it.
Sweet.
bro.
Does that
What I don't care. Nowadays.
does that help, Bruce?
Yes, that's perfect. I think I'm
Awesome.
gonna go attempt it that way.
Sweet.
I think that's a clear way. Yep.
Sweet. Awesome. All right. So what other questions do we have in here? Still need to hand in challenges. Oh yeah, nice. What's up, K Dunn? Good to see you here. Okay, so what other questions? Going down. Doesn't matter only for Roham. Okay, great. How far Emerald Okay. So we have a question here. How far Emerald University is committed in real world assets? So I'm not sure what that question means, but I think I'm not honestly I don't understand the question. Is there a tutorial on Emerald robots? What does that mean? What's an Emerald robot? Fantastic. If you can hear me, I think your mute's. I don't want to server mute you, because in case you want to talk later, but I think your mic's. Oh, there you go. Nice. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what Emerald robots means. And I'm not sure what real world assets means.
Doesn't he mean the Discord bot?
Oh, is that what you mean? Oh, I'm sorry, Harvey. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's a great question. So, yeah, so there is a tutorial. Let me actually pull up a few things for you. So one thing we're currently working on, which I've showed at some of the town halls actually, is we're currently working on a actual website for the bot. So this is what this looks like. So we've made some updates to it, and this is what the site for the Emerald bot looks like. But we also have documentation for it. Now I don't know if this actually properly links out to it because it's still in development. But we do also have documentation for it. So let me pull that up for you. And also, let me show you this website. I'll paste this website in the chat. Again, that website is not done, so don't judge us there. But any suggestions, let me know. And then the documentation for it, Harvey, is right here. So let me send this to you as well. So this is the documentation for it. So if you have any questions about the bot, you can definitely follow those docs. All right, so that's for the Emerald bot. Okay, so off top, it's strange. My Discord is so laggy after last update. I can't snipe that people. Oh, that's strange, Raven. They stopped you from sniping. So Harvey says, I'm confused about the use of the random floats command. All right, yeah, that's a great question. So let's do it together. So in order to use random floats, the point is that it'll give you winners of a float event. So if we go to, let's just go to float.city, and let me connect my wallet and pull up an event really quick. So let's go to, I don't know, let's say I want to go to the beginner cadence bootcamp, right? So this is a float event for everyone that's completed the academy course. So let me go here and let me type in /random floats. And what's the account? Jacob.find, because that's, that's the event that it's under, right? The event ID is the ID of the event. So that's this number right here. Or you can also just get it in the URL right here. Right there. And then the number. So the number is the number of people we want to win the giveaway. Let's say that I say 3, and I want the results to be public so you can all see it. So if I run this, it'll return, oh, here are the winners. So Hero 1, which is this address, Jacob Tucker 1. Wow, I mean, look at me. It's a straight up winner over here. And then Sweet 1. So these are the 3 winners. And so you can take these 3 winners and basically say, oh, these are the people that are going to win my giveaway. So it's really cool because you can have people sort of claim a float to enter the giveaway, and then it'll randomly select those number of people from this claim list. So I hope that helps you understand what random floats does. Make this command able to copy? Yeah, I'll probably do that. Yeah. And we got June with the fidget spinner. What are the questions we have? So I mean into real estate, for example. So I'm not sure if we give out free houses if you complete the academy, but I'm not sure. Playing guitar will oh fantastic, you gotta play a song for us. Yeah. So what could be the originality of NFT marketplace on Flow? The ability to mint or own someone's account. OpenSea Variable, super rare, gas fees, royalties. It's a great question, Baba. I mean, to be honest, like I'm not big on marketplaces and NFTs. In fact, I only own like 3 NFTs besides floats. So I'm not big on the NFT side, but I'm sure a lot of people in here have answers to that. So John says, how do products receive money from Mint when Dapper Wallet is integrated? Sent to a Dapper Wallet or Flow account? Yeah, what a great question, John. So, yeah, so, just to provide some context, with Blockdo or Lilyco or wallets like that, they, because they're open and they're not restricted, you can trade in Flow token and like on-chain currencies like FUSD and whatever other, Flow fundable token. With Dapper Wallet, it's a bit different because they restrict everything that goes on in their wallet. So right now, I think they have something called a Dapper Wallet utility coin. So that coin is used to send back and forth, and in their own backend, like, because they're running their wallet on their own backend, they convert those Dapper Wallet utility coins to real world currencies like USD and stuff like that. So that's one thing, and I think in addition, on most of their platforms, they also like integrate with Stripe or something where you can actually pay in US dollars, and even you can pay in Ethereum on NBA Top Shot. So it's kind of strange, but the answer is, on their own backend, they use this thing called Dapper Utility Coin, which is a fungible token on Flow, and they just use that to convert between all the currencies. At least that's what I believe. And so in a couple, I think, didn't they announce that actually they're gonna be what's it called? They're gonna be actually adding Flow to Dapper Wallet soon, so that's gonna be cool. Oh, yes, I see Bam answered that too. Should you do a workshop specifically for Float in order to fix this stuff? Yeah, sure, Baba. So maybe I'll do a workshop just on how to use Float. Jacob, did you read your PM? I'm not sure. I don't think I got a DM from you. Wait, what's a PM? Is that a DM? Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm sick, but yeah. So BC actually, this is funny because way back in the day, before the Emerald City even started, I actually made this NFT called Piece of Crap, and yeah, you can see it includes unlockable content. So if you buy it,
Yeah, what is that? What's the unlockable content?
I can't tell you actually, but you can see that the description is This is an extremely exclusive piece of crap pixel art drawing that I drew up in 3 minutes. This is the only one that will ever exist. So it's really cool. It's a really cool NFT, and you can see that I even got an offer for 0.25 ETH. So this was when ETH was like $4,000. So you can see someone offered $1,000 for it, and I said no, so it expired. So I value this much more than $1,000. In fact, I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be worth like a few million at some point. But to the moon for this piece of crap. And you know, again, like only people who own this NFT will ever know the unlockable content. So, I mean, you can only imagine the things I put in here. OnlyFans.
Вы чё, блядь?
Yeah, you can only imagine what's in here. All right, moving on. So, the private message because so I don't think I got a DM from you, Raven. I could be wrong though. Maybe I did, and maybe I read it when I was half asleep. Oh, Raven, yes, I did get it, but I read it this morning when I was half asleep, so I'll revisit it. I mean, to tell you the truth, I woke up Raven, I woke up like 5 minutes before I got on this call, so that's why I didn't respond in time. So Baba says, what is the specificity of the Flow blockchain in comparison to Ethereum 2.0 in comparison to Solana? I'm not sure what specificity is, but honestly, I'm not sure because I don't really deal my cards on the infrastructure side. I mostly deal with smart contracts. I could talk a lot about the difference between the smart contracts, but on the infrastructure side, I'm not sure. Where's the roadmap, says K-Dun? I mean, it's on its way. But if this, I mean, honestly, if this isn't roadmap enough, I don't know what is, right? You can see it's extremely rare, right? I mean, look at the level of it, right? It's 100 million of one, so I don't even know how that's possible. And yeah, this is a little bit about it. So if you want to, you can read that, and there's some details as well. That's a major roadmap. Let's see what else we got here. So to the moon, road to riches, simple. I mean, I couldn't agree more. So for smart contracts, Baba, there's a lot of differences. I'll touch on a few. One of them is that with Ethereum smart contracts and Solidity, which is Solidity is the smart contract language for Ethereum. With Solidity, you don't actually truly own your NFTs, because all the NFTs are stored in the contract. The one difference with the Flow blockchain is you actually store your NFTs directly in your account, which I think is great. In addition, I think Flow smart contracts are a lot easier to read and a lot more secure, because with a Flow contract, the type specificity is so prevalent that it's hard to even deploy a contract that has a bug unless you explicitly allow for a bug. Whereas in Solidity, it's very easy to deploy a contract where it completely messes up and leaks your assets. So I think, and again, right, that's subjective, but from my experience, because I'm also a Solidity developer, from my experience, I think Flow makes it a lot harder for the developer to mess up, which I think is really important. Yeah, Raven, I remember that guy. That guy was blasting me on Twitter. It was crazy. It was like an introductory called the Cadence, and the guy was like, what are the infrastructure liabilities of the Flow blockchain if, we were all in Iceland? And I was like, what? You doing great, chat. Thanks, Raven. Yeah, try my best. Can we create our own gallery of Verdus? I have no idea what that means, Baba. I'm not gonna lie. I have no clue what that means. I don't know what a vernissage is. I don't even know what lightment is. You scared to mispronounce it? Yeah, I mean, to be honest, K-Dun, I don't even know what that is. Hick et nuns. All right, so while I wait for some other questions, some people may be able to answer that. What I'm gonna do is test out BZ's hypothesis or BZ's contract, and we'll see something here. Okay, so let's try something. So, we're going to have public var NFTs. And type. And by the way, if anyone has any other questions, just feel free to type in the chat and I'll answer that while I'm doing this. So RCH says your multi-sign with server-side example is not working anymore with FCL 1.0. Do you know why? Which one is that? Because I know I've done multiple RCH. Do you know or which video are you referring to? I have to remember which one that is, RCH. I do not remember. This one. Let me see. Okay, so this one right here. Multi-sign. Huh. I'd have to look into this. I'm not sure why it's not working anymore. I'm pretty sure I used this actually very recently. Yeah, I thought I used this with FCL 1.0. Maybe I didn't. I mean, the problem would be on the server side, if anything. I'll have to look this over again. I'm not exactly sure what would be going wrong here, but yeah, actually, RCH, I want to look into this afterwards. Is that all right? So, your mic is on. Okay, so, will Emerald get involved in reviewing some of our contracts once the mainnet becomes Wild Wild West? You can put a stamp of approval on it once reviewed to make people feel safer. So the answer is yes, K-Dun. In fact, we wanted to set up a service to do that. The only problem is that, like, in order to actually, in order to actually have users feel safe and like see that verified check mark, we would have to integrate with wallets to do that. And I've reached out to Blockdo. I've reached out to a lot of wallets, and a lot of them just are not willing to do that, which kind of sucks. I don't know why they wouldn't. I feel like it'd be a great thing to have on their wallet. But anyway, the problem on our side is wallets like don't want to support that check mark. So, like, of course, Emerald City could work to verify the contracts, but I don't know where we would display that so the user could have that, you know, sense of safety. Also, RCH, I believe, actually, RCH, do you mind sending me the error you're getting? Because the multiple payers one is definitely not the reason. Payer cannot be different accounts. That's the error? Huh. Never even seen that. Payer cannot be different accounts. That doesn't seem right to me. Wouldn't projects themselves be interested to apply for it and then could display it on their websites? They could, K-Dun, but the problem is that you risk anyone being able to just say that. Because, like, for example, like, even if we didn't review, like, Go to Goats, for example, I mean, not anything bad about Go to Goats, but I'm just saying, like, they could just put that on their website and say, oh, we're Emerald verified, and then, like, there's nothing we can do to take that down. But I would love to do that in some way. I think what I was mentioning earlier, K-Down, is more like, we review a contract, and then every single time that contract appears in a transaction, like right before you click approve, whether it be Dapper or Blockto or something, it says like this is approved by Emerald City, and that way people are happy. Yeah, I agree. I so agree, K Dunn. I mean, any way that we can support that, I really want to. Like, I really, really, really want to. And honestly, like, I think, to be very honest with you, K Dunn, I think a lot of this comes from the community because, even though Emerald City is a community, like when I reach out to them and say, hey, can we support this? I don't think their initial reaction is not to take me up on it because, like, it's extra work for them. But the pressure needs to come from all of you because if all of you say we don't feel safe using the wallet because we're afraid we're going to get scammed, that's when our need for us to step in is there, right? So I think in order to really have this become a thing, I think we really need the community to say we need this, or else we're not in a position to really help. If that makes sense. It is Dapper Labs more responsibility subsidize. It might, yeah. I mean, I completely agree. But again, like I think we need to voice that publicly for that to really become a thing. So maybe we start a Twitter hashtag. Help Emerald City verify contracts. All right, back to this example. Where'd it go? Did I delete it? Oh my god, what? Keep us safe, Roham. Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, I'm being serious too. By the way, like if we can, like, we should really try to voice this publicly and make it become a thing. I want to take a highlighting of dangerous code in approval windows as a browser. Yeah, yeah, something like that would be great too. All right, let's see. All right, let's deploy this contract. So this is I'm testing for BZ, by the way. So it's a similar solution where there's an array of NFTs, and then we're returning an array a reference to the array, and we're seeing if we can alter the NFTs in this array or not. So let's try it. So import hello world from 1, and we're going to return hello world get length. So right now it is, oh my god. For those of you for those of you that participated in our workshops, you know how much of a freaking pain the playground can be. All right, 2. So it's currently 2. All right, so let's try to get the reference and alter it. So I mean, I'm almost positive this is gonna work, but let's just say let ref equals hello world dot ref ref dot remove first. Jacob, can you please turn off stream connecting sound? What does that mean?
It's because every time people like join in to the stream, there's like this Discord sound.
Oh. Oh, I guess I should test that. Yeah, I don't know how to do that actually, but alright, so here, so we got a reference to the array. We tried to remove an NFT and destroy it. Let's see if it worked. And yeah, it does. So it got removed. So that's why you can't return a reference to the whole thing. How do I do that? Okay. Oh my god. How do I turn off that sound? Yep, exactly, Harvey. Yep, and it's random floats. How do I turn off that connecting sound? Anyone know? Alt F4. Let me try that. And my whole computer's crashed. In notifications, okay. In notifications, oh, wait, where the heck is notification? What? Wait, where is this? Oh, but okay, so that's not. Oh, you're saying so I personally have to do that. Okay, I see. So voice. What is it? Viewer join. Is that it? Wait, let me see. Oh, user join. All right, let me try that. User join. Okay, I turned it off. Hopefully that helps. I think that should help. I'm hoping. All right, so that was a bunch of questions. I hope that was helpful to all of you. What other questions do we have? And remember, anyone can ask any questions you have about cadence or flow or whatever it may be. Besides Visual Studio Code and the Flow Playground, what other tools do you recommend for smooth development? Besides Visual Studio Code and the Flow Playground, yeah, I mean, I could sort of introduce you to like all the different tools I use for dealing with like cadence and stuff. So one of them is the Flow View Source. I use the Flow View Source like pretty much like literally every day. It's basically a way for you to easily see the contracts that exist on mainnet and testnet. So this is Flowvatar, for example, right? But the way that you can sort of index through here is you can like put in a different address and like then you can click on different contracts and you can view here. So whenever I want to check if like a contract is deployed or, you know, if I want to check if it deployed correctly, I always check uSource. So really, really helpful. Then yeah, of course, like Visual Studio Code and I mean, that's pretty much it, at least on my side for cadence development. I'm trying to think of what other things I use. I mean, obviously the docs I use a lot. Like, this is like one tab I always have open is like the core contract addresses and stuff. Yeah, exactly, Bem. So FR Labs says, have you ever made or thought about implementing nested NFTs, NFTs inside NFTs? If yes, in cadence, what do you think would be the best way? So, yeah, so I think that's actually been done a lot, FR Labs. I mean, even Flowvatar might actually have done that. Didn't they? Maybe not. Oh yeah, no way. So I'm happy I pulled up Flowvatar. So FR Labs, the idea is yes, actually. So Flowvatar did that. So you can see that for Flowvatar, they have an NFT resource. and then they have nested NFTs inside of it. So they have an accessory, a hat, an eyeglasses, and background, and those are all NFTs as well, and they're called Flovatar components. So this is, you can actually see right here, if I zoom in a little bit, yeah, you can see that they actually have the NFTs right here. But what you can also do is, like, if you have an NFT resource like this, you can just have, like, pub var nested, and you can have, like, a string to, like, NFT mapping, like that. And then you can store your other NFTs inside there. And then, added this function too. Get rid of the error. What? Oh. Yeah, like go to goats too, exactly. Yep. Oh, Jaroon, one other tool I use all the time is FlowScan. So FlowScan, I mean, you know about FlowScan, but it's really helpful because you can look through transaction IDs and figure out a lot of information. Like a lot of information. So let's if for example, let's try and do go to goats. So like right now, for example, right, let's say I want to find the address for go to goats. I have no idea what it is, right? So let's try and figure out what it is. So let me log in here. Is there like a marketplace we can go to? Okay, so here it's like this address, for example. So I take this address, and this is like the address of someone's account, right? So let's say I want to find out, like, oh, here's go to goats. I see it in the transaction. Click here, and I can go to the script tab, and oh, there's go to goats. So boom, that's the address of go to goats right there. And then you can paste that in. You can to the view source, and then here are all the go to goats contracts. So like there's the contract, and boom, we already figured it out. So I use FlowScan a lot for like discovery. Yeah, Ricardo. After the next boot camps for beginners in this June, do you plan to upgrade the attendees? I don't know what you mean by upgrade the attendees, but yes, they will have access to like a graduate channel. Professor Meta said way way too fast. There, I'll try it again. Yeah, okay, I'll slow down. Okay, so here's my process, right? So I'm sitting at my computer and I say to myself, how do I find the address of the go to goats contract, right? How do I find that? Okay, so I look up go to goats. I'm like, all right, here we are. And I'm like, okay, so how can I, like, my first, question is like, how can I get to a transaction where I can find the address of that contract, right? Because it has to be imported in that contract to actually use it. So I search through go to goats. I'm like, okay, I need to find like an example of some address that holds one or some transaction that took place. So you could see that before I was just clicking through. I'm like, oh, here's a tab, and this is great because this gives me some addresses. So I know immediately off the bat that these are addresses of people that hold go to goats, right? This address holds this goat, etc. Right? So I can go to FlowScan and I can paste in that person's address. And the reason I'm doing that is because I can assume that since they have a go to goat, that they've run some transaction that dealt with go to goats before. So I can click on transactions, and you can see on the right hand side, oh, look, yeah, this person obviously loves go to goats. Oh, and they love float. Dab. I'm dabbing. But yeah, so you can see they obviously love go to goats, right? So what you can do is you can either click directly on go to goats, and it will take you to the go to goats contract, and here's the address right here. Or you can go to like one of the transactions they ran, so like this one, for example, and go to the script tab, which is like the cadence code that was run. And if you scroll down, this is the cadence code that was run in this transaction. And you can see right here, they imported go to goats from this address. So you can take that address, go to the view source, and paste in that address, and it'll come up with all the contracts under that address. Yeah, or just buy a go to goat. But yeah, isn't it crazy? Like you can see that whoever, you know what's actually a crazier thing is if this person configured their Emerald ID, we actually know who this person is, which is funny. Let's actually try it. Slash resolve, and then this person's address. Oh, it's Q. Wait, there's no way. Wait, there's no way it's Q. That's so funny. So here, look, you know how I figured that out? Look, you can go to Discord and you can type in /resolve and then paste in their address. And it'll say, oh look, it's Q. That's so funny. Oh my god. The power of technology. Woohoo! 1,000 flow from if he wins. Wow, can you ask him to get music about that, please? That's awesome. That's so funny. All right, you know what? Let's start sniping people. All right, here's another one. Who's this? D-Money. Nice. Nice. D-Money. Let's go. Good stuff. That's awesome. Wow, we got some winners in here. All right, so I guess while we have a couple minutes left, does anyone else have any questions about flow or cadence or anything? Yeah, John says doxed. That's great. So who wants to test out the DApp again? DApp development? But the requirement is that you have to have completed the bootcamp. That's premium access. Woo! The Numini can. Raven, unfortunately, you can't. You have to complete the bootcamp. You already finished, Bam, you liar. Silly liar. W Falcon, I know you're super close to completing the bootcamp, so whenever you do that, I'll send it your way. And Afro Lab says he wants to. Nice. John, you can. All right, so I'll send it to all of you, and again, it's not completely done, but I think it should be really helpful. So for the bootcamp, do we have to restart, or can we pick up where we left off? So yeah, you can totally pick up where you left off. Yeah, no worries, Meta. You got it, Ricardo. I'll send it your way. So I'm gonna send it in the graduate channel, okay? So if you have access to the graduate channel, that's where I'll send it. Woohoo, utility. Oh, yeah. And in the future, maybe this will be if you hold Emerald token. Yes. All right, so fantastic. Can you play the guitar for us or no? He's typing. Trying to knock you out, Raven. Stairway to Heaven, please. All right, come on. You got it, fantastic. Led Zeppelin. Bam, 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 na 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 na. Fantastic is fighting for his life right now in the chat. Well, I'm sick too, so I can just jam a quick nostalgic tune. Oh, you can't sing? All right, let's hear it. Fantastic, I believe. Oh, not now. Oh, that's okay. Maybe next time. All right. So, is anyone in here? Last thing before we go, is anyone in here thinking about participating in the June 2022 boot camp starting on Monday? Anyone? I know a lot of people just graduated from the May one. Oh, you are? Nice. Nice, DD. I'll see you there. You too, Skyman. I believe. I believe. You're signing up? Nice, Opal. That's awesome. Great, Numini. Yeah, anyone you want. No, Q, it wasn't. It wasn't. But Q, we were talking about like some of the different tools I use, and so we were like I was showing them how I got the Go to Goats contract, and then in the process we were like, oh, I wonder who this person is, so we copied it, and then we went to the Discord and we did /resolve the address, and we were like, oh my god, it's Q. So we mentioned you for a bit because we thought it was really funny. My son's graduation? Oh, congrats to Q's son. High school or college? Little Q. Oh, 5th grade. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Can we get some hearts in the chat for little Q? Lil Q. Great job, Lil Q. So many hearts for Lil Q. Oh, that's great. Also, yeah, can we create a float for your son's graduation? Lil Q graduation. Should we do that just for fun? Anyone have an image we can put? Oh my god, we hit 500,000. Wow, 500,000 floats claimed. Oh my goodness. What? Look at all these floats being claimed right now. What's that football one? I want that. Does anyone know what this football is? I need that. Okay. Alright, here we go. Lil Q graduation. Alright. So, this is to congratulate Lil Q's graduation from the 5th grade. Alright, so anyone have an image we can put for Lil Q? Maybe a heart. We'll put hearts. Keep this float, it might be worth something in the future. Oh yeah. Raven, snipe him, Raven. Little. Oh yeah, can we look up Lil Q? What comes up? Oh, nice. Q gets to decide. Snapshot. Oh yeah, should I just take a screenshot of our hearts? Oh, was this everyone? Okay, here. All right, we'll use this image. Okay. All right, here's the picture. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, I have to actually open it in the browser. All right, save image. Lil Q. Here we go. There's the image. Ooh, that's a cool heart, Numini. All right, all right, so non-tradable because it's exclusive. It's not claimable. Actually, it is claimable. That's been. What's the time limit? So the time we'll give everyone until maybe an hour from now. Okay. Make it soulbound. Yeah, it is. It is soulbound. Yep. Okay, so we're giving everyone an hour to claim it. What's the secret code? You get to decide. What's the secret code? Nate. All right, the secret code is Nate. All right, we love Nate, and it's free, of course. Okay, so we'll claim the float. Oh, congrats, Nate. This is just great. Yeah, well done, Nate. You have 1 hour to teach other parents what a float is? True, yeah, true. All right, everybody, here we go. Start claiming low Q. That sounds weird. All right, there we go. And the code is Nate. And this will have extreme utility in the future. Extreme utility. I hope someone records that, sends it to all the Telegram group chats that start spamming it. Yeah, they will definitely not understand the technology. And it's done. Nice, nice. All right, everyone. So, love it. Look, there's my little queue. Who got number 1? Let's see. All right, so owned by this person. Who got it? And sweet got number 0. Nice. It was sweet. Nice. The code is Nate. Nate, all lowercase. I'm gonna have to buy that one. Uh-oh. Marketplace. Marketplace. Yo, what's up, Karan? Yeah, who got number 1? Let's see. Ooh, BZ got number 1. Oh no. Oh no. All right, last thing before we go. What's the, I don't know. I was just saying stuff. What's the last thing before we go? What's the last thing we should say before we go? All right, last thing. So if you completed the boot camp, I'm gonna send you the DApp development course thing. You can have fun with that. And yeah, perks of graduating. Hee EXD. And I'm gonna go get a burrito. I'm really hungry. So, anyone else wanna DoorDash me a burrito? I have Flow and Goats. Maybe soon Emerald tokens. It's midnight here in Asia. Oh my god. Thanks for joining. $3 a.m. Bam? Oh my. Bam, go to bed. The dedication of these guild leaders, man. 8 p.m. Wow. Where are you, in London? Taco Bell or Chipotle? Definitely Chipotle. Oh my god, Chipotle wins every single time. And you know it, Ricardo. Waiting for WNBA job? Yeah, me too. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. So last thing. Here we go. Okay, react to this. Okay, so if you react to this with the rocket, Chipotle. If you react to it with the airplane, Taco Bell. The rocket is Taco Bell. The rocket is Chipotle. The plane is Taco Bell. I mean, Chipotle is just blowing Taco Bell out of the water. Never had either. K-Dun. Oh my. K-Dun, can we DoorDash you a Chipotle? Oh, you're in London? Okay. Well, can we DoorDash you a Chipotle burrito from across the sea? Can we do that? Like, can we fly a Chipotle burrito over to you? Yeah, Chipotle all day. Agreed. All right, so can we all pitch in to fly a burrito to K-Dun's house or apartment? Can we do that? It sucks. Aw. WER, the code is Nate. Nate. All right, that's all I have. So, all right, one last thing. Yes, exactly, but all lowercase. So, did anyone? I know we had a lot of fun here, but did anyone find this helpful? To learn anything? I hope I answered some good questions. I know we discovered a hack in BZ's contract. BZ.
Oh, is it a vulnerability?
I think so. Yeah, because remember we tested on the playground.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, and yeah, okay. I guess I'll just change it, even though stable cadence should solve it.
Hopefully, yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Jacob.
Yeah, you're welcome. I got some useful points. Yeah, you so no, nice, Ricardo. Awesome. That's a lot of fun. Great. All right, I'm so happy. All right, so thanks everyone. Love you all. I'm gonna go eat a burrito because I'm really hungry. I'll see you in the next one. Remember, boot camp starting on Monday. So if you want to learn cadence, and please, you do want to learn cadence because with permissionless deployment coming out, you're gonna want to know what transactions you're running, and in order to do that, you're gonna need to learn cadence. Okay, so look out for that. See you then. And have a good day. Bye. 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 Bye.